Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we're back with more Batwoman. Alright, so last episode, Kate got the suit. She found out Bruce was Batman. They were able to save, what's her name? Shoot. Her ex, I can't remember her name, Sophie, found out that she's married now to a guy. Found out her sister's alive, which I guess probably should have been an obvious thing, and that she's Alice. I'm wondering if she's gonna tell her dad. I'm pretty sure. I don't know a whole lot about Batwoman, but I'm pretty sure her dad knows that she's Batwoman in the comics. I don't know how soon though. So I think anyway. I could be wrong with that. The only interaction I've had with Batwoman, at least this version, like this style looking, is in was it Batman Bad Blood? I think is what it's called, where Luke shows up as well. So yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be a thing with her dad. I don't know if Commissioner Gordon's gonna be in this show at all. It'd be really cool if he was. Be interesting to see who they pick for him. Let's see. What else happened? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the next episode. Ah, Jesus. That hurt, but it didn't pierce. Yeah.
Where's Alice?
Oh my god, can we talk about the fact that she's married to a man?
Let's not.
I'm not trying to label her or anything, but what's her deal exactly?
She's married.
Be bi.
Drop it.
Yeah, I get that, but she could still be bi, bicurious, pan, poly, omni.
I think Alice is Beth.
All right.
Whoa.
Use that.
What are you talking about? That's ridiculous.
Jacob Kane is not man enough to protect this city because he's a quitter. And when things get difficult, he gives up. I think it's time for Gotham to watch Commander Crow squirm. Yeah!
I need that suit to stop Alice. My cousin figured it out years ago. Be more terrifying than your enemy.
Make a new one.
Do you know what this is?
A bat weapon.
Laser saw. This thing will cut through anything.
Cool.
These aren't toys. These are one-of-a-kind, dangerous tools, of which even I don't know how to use. I don't know how to use half the stuff in here, because it's not meant for me. It's meant for Batman.
You know who you sound like?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Lucius Fox.
Trust me, I am a far cry from my father.
Oh, I know. He was actually useful.
It's funny.
A little rude, but alright. Just telling you how it is. You don't know how to use them. You don't know what they are. That could prove detriment on the field. Oh. No, don't go towards it. Why?
You've got something of Alice's.
What? How? So does Alice know? Smoke doesn't seem to be that damaging. I don't know why they have masks on. Yeah, they took it. Of course they did.
Look at what I pulled out of his scapula. He's a Batman victim. I'm so keeping this, FYI.
He's one of Alice's guys.
I was thinking that we haven't really had any sister time since you've been back, and I was just reading about this brand new plant-based cafe that is so organic, your fork literally dissolves in your hand if you don't eat fast enough.
Sounds good.
Oh, cool. Okay, so see you back here at 7? Yeah. Not sure if that's a good idea considering he's a domestic terrorist.
I need you to send a message to Alice from Kate Kane.
See you at 7.
I like her.
Oh, Bill, hey. Why are you doing that? Whoa. What are you doing, Luke? It's not a toy. Stop. Please, just... Whoa.
Ah, yes, that's how he's
Whoa.
started the
Not
fact.
into it.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
You're gone, sir. TV dinner's still in the microwave.
Damn it.
How did you know she was here?
Beth grew up here. This was our old house.
Sir, you don't think...
Of course not.
Did you know I was gonna have your knife tested for DNA?
You had my knife? And here I've been going around using this charmless contraption.
You didn't have your guys jump me.
Jump you?
I never moved on.
Why is that?
Because I never gave up hope that I would find you.
And why is that?
Because I should have been with you.
Here's my DNA, dear. Go prove it to Daddy.
Target green. I have a clear shot.
Tattletale.
Right.
Take her to Arkham.
Well, that's no good. You can escape from that place.
What did you do?
You don't remember why we'd each have to get our own waffle when we came here?
Because you don't like to share.
Exactly. And you are my sister, Kate.
No.
I just said I liked her. God dang it.
Hey,
Not
sir,
her.
not to rush you, but
That's
I
just-
need
that's
7 o'clock
stepsister.
Resi's, and it's 7:45.
That suit? Oh, where's she gonna send it?
Oh my God. What are you doing?
Alice doesn't like competition.
Kate, where you at? I don't know how fast you are. Where's the knife? Bettering! Ugh. Ooh, nice! Kate? Yes! Grappling hook. I think. Oh.
Now, as you can see, we're live. We're following the prison transport to Arkham.
Oh, Jesus. And her breather. Okay, all the things that he... Alright, should have... Go, guys. The rebreather. We got like a shock thing in the suit. Yeah, defibrillator.
Massive explosion on the Low Bridge last night. The leader of the Alice in Wonderland gang is in the wind, and Batman was not there. Was there a cowl convention we didn't know about? Was it Robin's high school graduation? Talk to me, Gotham. Did we put our hope in a ghost?
But her boyfriend tried to kill me last night because apparently she sees me as her replacement. Which, under normal circumstances, could, you know, maybe be borderline flattering. Except here, it's just ironic. Considering the most sisterly thing that you've ever done for me is pretty much act like I don't exist.
Barry, it's not like that.
Is Alice worth it? Because if she is, could you just tell her that I'm not a threat? Please. Dad?
Oh. Hey, kiddo.
Skull fragments of a little girl. They have been tested, and it's her, Kate. It's Beth.
No, Dad, I checked Miller Farm 1,000,000 times.
Thank you for bailing me out.
Yeah, I mean, I found the comms, and I saw you hadn't moved in a while, and I figured maybe...
Yeah, let's not get misty-eyed.
Yep, no problem. No problem.
It'll be melted into a paperweight.
Destroy the masks while you're at it. I'll take care of whatever surveillance was in the garage.
Like it never happened.
What? Huh?
I had my secrets, just as you have yours. But do be careful, my dear sister. Putting on that suit and all the darkness that comes with it makes you just as crazy as me.
Ah! What? Are you alive? Well, that's good. Ah. Grand. Alright, so many questions. One. Why is the stepmom... Like, she knows about the knife. I was wondering how Alice found out about the knife. Because, like, they showed up at the Crow's building, going straight at, like, directly after Kate. And I don't think they had guns, did they? So, like, yeah, I was definitely curious about. I was confused a little bit about that, and I was just wondering as to how she would have found out. Turns out it was the stepmom who was there whenever Kate told her dad about that. Well, she doesn't know for sure because now she's questioning it, but that she thinks Alice is her sister, and that she has the knife. And she didn't go about it the best way, but I mean, I don't know if she should have pulled them aside either, like, you know, talking to them in private. Obviously it would have worked out better for her, because then her stepmom would have taken it, and now she's apparently gonna have it melted down. That's bullcrap. What is her? She doesn't. Her thing wasn't. She's not working with these guys in the first place. I'm pretty sure, right? She's just trying to stop her from finding out. But why? Somebody. Because then, what's it? In the flashback, when they mentioned where they found the skull fragment, Kate had said that she looked there. Now, granted, she was a little girl. She could have missed something, but I feel like that maybe was shown to show us that when she looked, there wasn't any skull fragments or anything. So somebody planted it, I guess. But I mean, it matched the DNA. I don't know if that's what they were going for. If it was just showing that scene, like the desperation that Kate was feeling and the distraught that the dad was feeling, and showing why they currently are the way they are, like how the dad handled the news and handled Kate constantly saying that Alice is Beth, and showing why Kate's like so adamant to prove and for Alice to be Beth, which it is. And apparently her motive is because she feels her dad gave up on her. I mean, I get how that can hurt them, but to destroy I mean, Oliver's half-sister was the same way. She was kind of crazy. It was for a different reason, but still. Wronged by the father and whatnot. And so they go about taking it out on the town, on the city. I don't know. It just feels weird. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it feels a little weird to me. But yeah, if that scene showing like in the flashback, like I think it was the last flashback. If it was saying that somebody might have planted the evidence, why would they? What would be the point of that? Was it like they took Alice. Like, is it Mad Hatter? Did he take Alice for some reason, or Beth, and then made her into Alice? I thought, I don't know. Okay, I'm just like the skull fragment. If it has her DNA on it, how did she like crack her skull, or I don't know. Whoever could have maybe left evidence that like they left that. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe, or like it wasn't actually her skull fragment, but whoever put it through the system, like they said that it was her DNA. I don't know, man. Am I wrong? Am I looking into that scene? Like, was that not saying that somebody could have planted the evidence of Beth's skull fragments? I don't know. And then her mom, I'm assuming, is who? Is she the one that? I'm assuming she's the one that put the bomb on the bridge. She killed officers. I'm pretty like there was a cop car on fire. There was like a car that drove over it, and then it went off. The car was thrown. Pretty sure those cops are dead. So the mom or the stepmother, she killed those cops. Something's wrong with this lady. So oh, that's gonna suck. Like whenever, I mean, I was gonna say whenever the dad finds out, whenever Kate's dad finds out about his new wife or his wife, whatever. Like that's gonna tear him up. And then the daughter, like the mother's actual daughter, that's gonna break her heart. God dang. I don't know how close they are, but I mean, I'm assuming they're close. Maybe they're not. But she doesn't feel. Obviously, she wants to be close to Kate, but she feels hurt that Kate hasn't really treated her like a sister. And then Kate feels guilty about that. It wasn't so much that she doesn't want her as a sister. It's obviously she's been feeling guilty about Beth and everything her whole life. She feels like she's somewhat responsible for her and her, well, not about her mother, but at least Beth dying. But Alice also sent, I guess, her boyfriend after Mary. And poor girl. I had just said that I liked her. You know, it's not always a good thing whenever you say you like a character, because that almost certainly signs them up for certain doom. So, but luckily she's fine. Kate showed up just in time in her bat suit, pulled him out, and obviously took him away, taking him for questioning, as we saw at the very end. I was wondering what happened to him, like what she did with him exactly. They didn't really show him until the end, so I was like, okay, that's where you are. But luckily, Mary did keep the batarang, and she was able to use that to jab him in the leg. So that was really smart and really cool. I'm glad that she was all right. And the dad obviously doesn't want to believe that Alice is Beth because, one, that would give him hope, but at the same time, he dreads that idea because of what she's done. Like, she killed this married couple, this old married couple, which I feel really bad about because I mean they're old people. It's just kind of sad. Like, why? Just why? What's the point? Like, I mean, Alice is kind of crazy. Beth's kind of crazy. So, I mean, there's not, I guess, much logic in her mind at the current moment. I mean, she did send her boyfriend after Mary because she, feels threatened by Mary. Still, why the old people? They were tied up. One thing I thought was really weird was when Kate was interrogating the guy at the end, and he was like, I thought you were Batman. He's like, I thought you were Batman. Very kind of smug, which is, I mean, dude, okay, one thing I will say, dude, you're chained up, you're dangling, you cannot defend yourself. Whether she's Batman or not, you're kind of at her mercy. But whenever he said that, her response was, you wish. I mean, Batman's had a little more time at this. He's a little bit bigger. He can punch a little bit harder at the time. Or at this current moment, I don't know how stronger she's gonna get. You're still new, so you don't have that much experience with interrogating and being super scary and intense. Granted, you don the bat suit, you're already gonna be kind of scary because of the weight it carries. The weight it carries. I don't know. Felt like it was a weird line. She doesn't have much. What's the word? I can't think of the word. Not rapport, well, rapport, I guess. She doesn't have, reputation, that's the word I was trying to think of. She does not have much of a reputation yet. So I mean, yeah, I get she's pissed and she wants to know. She wants to find Alice and she wants to prove to her dad that Alice is Beth. And she's got that anger in her, and so he could probably see that. But I mean, have you seen Batman angry? Have you seen him interrogate? It's kind of terrifying. And he is just dangling this guy. You do just have him dangling from the ceiling, which is like he's only dangling. I don't even. Was he like dangling, or is he still standing? Is he just like he's low enough where he can still touch the ground with his feet? Either way, Batman's held somebody off a building before, dropped them, and caught them, pulled them back up with his grappling. So I mean, I don't know. I feel at this current moment in time, where you are, of the two he would prefer, I would still say that he'd prefer you over Batman to interrogate him. That's just my thought on that. Sorry if that upsets anybody, but I mean, logically, unbiasedly, it's kind of true. She's not that experienced, so not yet. Give her time, she'd probably be as scary, or at least getting there. Because I mean, he's still been doing this longer, so while she's getting experience, he'd still be getting experience. And Bruce gets a little more intimidating the older he gets. He gets a little less. He holds back less. And also, luckily, the suit seems to have a defibrillator built inside, which is good. Because when it brought her back, or not, well, it woke her up. I'm pretty sure she might what's it called? CPR. Christ. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think I don't know if she was just passed out. I mean, I know she was passed out, but I don't know if it was just passed out or just heart stopped for a little bit to where she actually needed the defib. But yeah, the cops would have found her. That would have been bad. Luckily, Luke accidentally started up the computer. Which is interesting that he was able to do it without really knowing how to, but it's whatever. Luckily, they have the Bat computer now, which is connected to her comms. So now you can at least help her out while she's on the field. You can tell her, yeah, you got cops after you. You need to go this way or something. You need to. There's a hidden thing here. There's a manhole in this direction, so you can escape in that way. So he can help her out now. It'd be like Bruce Wayne and Terry McGinnis in Batman Beyond. So that is kind of cool. Less likely just because Luke isn't as experienced as Bruce is, and as we know, Luke doesn't have the exact knowledge he needs to with the gadgets and everything. He knew what they were, like the rebreather and the laser cutter, which are the two things he mentioned and the two things that she wound up using, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I mean he even admitted that he doesn't know what all of them are, all the gadgets are, and what they all do and how to work them. So he's still got to he's got to probably work on that as well, so that he can help her out more efficiently later on while she's on the field. And she needs to also study these gadgets and everything herself, so that she can be better prepared and know what things do. And when she's going out in the field, she knows if she needs something, she'll know what it is. She won't just grab for something. It's like, what is this? Let's try it. That didn't do what I needed it to do. Stuff like that. So that way she'll know. So Sophie is suspicious of Kate being the one in the Bat costume, which is fair. She was up close and personal, so I mean, it's easier to see that this was a woman. Everybody else is still thinking it's Batman. Or they were anyway. Now they're like, oh, who is this? Is this somebody in a costume, or did Robin graduate? I really don't care for her dialogue. I really wish, of the things that I like the least about the show, that I know the character. I know she's in the comics, or she's a news reporter person in the comics, but I can't remember her name. I don't know if it's the comics or just one of the older Batman movies. Either way, I know she's in there in the DC universe. But in here, I do not care for her dialogue. I don't know. It's stupid, in my opinion. I'm sorry. And two, dude, how can you I know she's mentioned about is it somebody in costume, or did Robin graduate and stuff like that. But I think she also says, hold on, let me just double check before I say something else. Okay. Yeah, it's like, do we put our hope in a ghost? And it was like, I mean, there was still somebody there. You saw somebody glide away, with the bat silhouette. Like, cowl convention. Yeah, you see, not anybody can just do that with a cape. It needs to be specifically designed, and there has to be something that, I don't know how it works in here, but something that, in some iterations, something current will go flow through it so that it's rigid and it's capable to withstand, their weight. So as the wind blows up the cape, so that they can glide. So I just like one mishap, and you're already. I mean, media is fickle, and it's very frustrating. But I mean, that just seems so silly. Yeah. Going back to the whole Sophie thing that I went off of because of the media thing. Fairchild, something Fairchild. That was the reporter's name. I'm sorry if I'll see it while I'm editing. But yeah, Sophie, she's obviously questioning. I mean, she tells her that she isn't. I don't think that's gonna be it. I'm pretty sure she's gonna. Well, I mean, she didn't seem to go on about it throughout the rest of the episode. But I mean, she straight up asked her, "What is this you?" So I mean, that's gotta have something. I'm thinking that's gonna come in more somewhere later on. I think. I would think. I mean, we'll see. I mean, sure, she'll find out eventually. And yeah, it does seem that Alice knows that Kate's Batwoman. I don't know if she already knew, or if she knew because she said about the thing about the knife. She's like, "Did you send your guys after me to get your knife?" And he's like, "You had my knife?" And she's like, "Wait a minute. So last time I fought was that bad person. Um, and then that was the last time I saw my knife. And then after the encounter, my knife's gone. So maybe that person had it. And it turns out Kate had it. So that maybe that person's Kate. So maybe she found out at that point, or she knew before that. I don't know. But the point of the matter is, she knows that Kate's Batwoman, or she hasn't dubbed herself Batwoman yet, but she will. Yeah, she's found it out, and then she's told Kate, "Hey, I know it's you." And then there was a not dead bat in the box, which is weird. And it just seemed weird. I don't know. Kind of freaky. Like in real life, that would be freaky. And they were trying to send her to Arkham. Would have been interesting. I mean, we've seen Arkham already during the last year's crossover, but it'd be cooler to see a more in-depth look at the inmates in there, just to see what other. I think we saw Oswald's name on the door. We saw Oswald. I think we saw Pamela Ivy. I know we saw Mr. Freeze's gun, and we saw Bane's mask on in the shelf where I think that was supposed to be Nora Frost or Nora Freeze, not Frost, Jesus, Nora Freeze, Mr. Freeze's wife. I think that was who that's supposed to be, which is weird considering she's like in the comics anyway. She's like in a not hyperbolic. What's it? Cryo sleep, because Freeze is like, yeah, you have an illness. I'm gonna keep you in this to keep you alive, so you don't die from this disease or cancer until I find a cure for you. But in the crossover, if that was her, she's in Arkham for some reason. Who's interestingly played by Stephen Amell's wife, which is cool. But yeah, we saw all those items, so we know that they're in this universe at least, or it could just be like a. I know the gun at least is like, yeah, this is the Freeze's gun. It even said Victor Freeze, I think, and Scarecrow, his toxin was in there as well. So there's those guys we can maybe look forward to just because they're in Arkham. Joker's been named in the first episode, so there's that. So I don't know. I'm curious to see who all we see. If there's gonna be like, I know there are that Alice. Somebody, thank you in the comments, by the way. I forgot who it was. I'm sorry. But somebody mentioned that Alice is actually a Batwoman villain, which is cool. She's like her arch rival, like her Joker kind of. So I'm wondering who all we're gonna get. I don't know any of her villains, but if they're like Alice, to where like they have a connection to the other DC's or Batman villains, then it'll be interesting to see what kind of characters they bring in. But yeah, so the things we have to deal with are Kate's stepmom, Alice knowing that Kate's Batwoman, Kate dealing with that. I don't know how she's gonna deal with that. And Alice, she's gotten away again, and then the people thinking Batman's still not here. The media is very annoying. But yeah, guys, that's it for this week's episode for Batwoman. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the rest of our stuff, be sure to hit the button next to me. And if you want to stick around for next week's episode, make sure to subscribe. Also, if you'd like to support us, check out our Patreon. You get access to polls for shows you want us to react to, early access videos, stuff like that. Link for that will be in the description down below as well. Yeah, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you all next week.